BBC Coventry and Warwickshire is one of Coventry's longest running radio stations, renowned for its great news and feature shows. My communication skills were developed on a daily basis. I was asked to research stories thoroughly and then find guests that will relate to the stories. And this developed my communication skills in particular, as I had to phone up on a daily basis and talk to people I had no idea who they were. It helped because in the future I'll have to do that all the time. It helped with Newsweeks because we're doing the same thing. So I got to kind of take away what I was doing at the BBC, take it to Newsweeks and do it with ease. In university, we have learned a lot about collecting and editing vox pops, which was put to the test at the BBC as they asked me to do that on a very regular basis. This involved walking about on the streets of Coventry and talking to strangers. I had to remain professional, polite and enthusiastic in order to collect the best voices and the best audio footage.
I can't get a job nowhere. I've just moved from Rugby to Coventry to get a job and I still can't get nowhere.
I can't find work. It won't help me to find work. He's stopping your money. We're homeless on the streets.
There's other people coming into the country are getting paid less than what I was on.
I've been applying for jobs constantly.
Well, it's impossible to find work. There's no work here, is there? The government never helped. The government helped themselves. That's all they do.
The skills I learned at the BBC, such as using ESPN, will obviously help in the future, as that's quite a technical piece of software that I had to use and I had to grasp it in the space of like a couple of hours. That alone taught me how to kind of learn things quickly. Me acting unprofessional in any way, shape or form when talking to people that I had no idea who they were on the phone or in the streets would damage their reputation and damage my own reputation as a up-and-coming journalist. So I had to remain professional at all times, which again helped me in other kind of aspects in my life, such as my other job and uni and, you know, anything else I want to do. After my placement, I emailed some of the people that I worked very closely with, in particular Rosie King. She produced Phil Upton's show. She said to me, on a news-driven show was very interesting. I learned the importance of fact-telling, hard news stories and how they affected the city. I also heard from Anna Winkles and show producer, and she said to me, best thing I learned was about timekeeping and how important it is to make sure that all the time fits in right, because if it doesn't then things won't go on air. Another best thing I learned as well was cue writing, how to make things sound catchy, how to make the audience be drawn in to the story without hearing anything else about it other than just the headline. The most difficult thing about working at the BBC was the pressure applied and again the timing, because everything had to be done precisely and everything had to be done to a particular time scale. It applied a lot of pressure and you had to get things done very efficiently, but I think I managed very well. To work as a member of a team that I've never met or seen before was very difficult. None of the people there was my age, so I found it quite hard to relate to them. However, we all shared a common passion, which was radio, so we all got along because of that. I think I integrated myself well into the team by talking to them all, asking many questions and making sure that I appeared as enthusiastic as possible. After asking all the questions to all the people that I wanted to ask questions to, I learned that persistence is the key to getting far in radio, as it's not easy. You can't just kind of sit back and expect things to come to you. You have to kind of go out there and do it yourself. Many of the people there kind of said to me that you just have to keep on knocking on doors. You can't just take no for an answer. You have to keep going back. So I think that was one of the things that I learned. The BBC impacted my future career choices, as before I wanted to go into radio. I still do want to go into radio. However, it gave me a chance to see how different radio and TV was. I think I've now decided that I would like to more go into television. So this kind of narrowed it down and kind of gave me perspective, if you will, and a taster of each, because at the same time I was doing a news module on like television news and I was doing radio. So I kind of got to compare them at the same time and see which one I liked better, which happened to be TV. But it still did give me wonderful skills which I can use in television. At BBC Coventry and Warwickshire, there was also a man from Midlands Today there. So a way that it helped in my future career plans as well was a day that I had to go out with him. He asked me to go along with him to record TV stuff and get TV vox pops. The same day I did radio vox pops. So again, I got to kind of weigh up the options, see which one I liked more. That gave more kind of developing more skills as well as TV and radio all in the one place. In conclusion, working at the BBC was one of the most valuable and knowledgeable experiences I think I've ever had. I've learnt a lot, and I will take away all the skills that I've got, develop them elsewhere, and hopefully keep in contact with them.